this bring it closer? Yes. Will it be this lifetime? I don't know. I don't know where you are in your path and what you need to do and what you need to focus on. I know that Jen has watched me go in leaps and bounds, and for other people it's like, you're going too fast. But she stands back and she can actually tell people, no, she's going at the speed that she needs to. And anybody that's ever jumped on this train with me knows that, holy crap, you got to hang on for dear life, especially if you're not used to working with the energy every single moment, walking, talking, dreaming, and everything with this energy. I mean, now you're on the fast track, Jen, of that energy too, and now it don't seem scary, does it?
No. Some people have been telling me that things that I've been working on, it seems like it's all or nothing, but it's stuff that's I've been focused and looking at to heal, to resolve, and all of a sudden, okay, I don't need to do it anymore, click. And then they're like, well, that's, to them, it's all or nothing. For me, well, I now know that this is the time for this to happen. I now know that this is supposed to be released. That's what is happening at this point in time.
Yep, it's all about energy. When I said I'm done teaching my Empowerment to Enlightenment class in my classroom, which I have done since 2004, every week, I just said, you know what, okay, it's time. Pulled up a card, says release it. And I intentionally released the energy, let it go, and I didn't have to do any deep healing because I knew what it meant. I reclaimed my power back and I says, where should I place it? And then it was the next morning and I'm getting calls and that is saying, we want you to do telesummits. Can you do this? Can you do that? And if I hadn't pulled and released that energy and pulled my power back, I would have never been on that next part of my adventure. It was waiting for me. And that's what's happening for you.
Okay, so I'll give you the website we got. We got a full night.
Yes.
So our website is www.mwreveal.com, as in Medicine Women Reveal, mwreveal.com. And on the left-hand side of our homepage, you'll see a menu. Go to Healing Tools, and she is going to be looking for Hope Therapy.
Yep, and R1D.
So you need to write that code down, R1D, and it will make sense when you've looked at, on our website and watched the how-to video of Hope Therapy,
right,
and that will all make sense.
Yep, yep, and put everything on a scale from 0 to 10 and give it a color. Keep in contact with us, have a happy Halloween, and we'll talk to you later, okay?
The oracle cards to help with readings and that kind of thing. But what does it, from the theology of Emanuel Swedenborg, what does it mean for the angels to help you in your daily life? Well, in our theology, we believe that the spiritual world is incredibly present with us to the point where we are held in what's called equilibrium. We have the influence of heaven, we have the influence of hell constantly at us. It's like when you have the angel and the devil on your shoulder and they're both whispering into your ears, hey, do this, hey, do that. That's really what is going on. So the idea is to have the angels help you sculpt your life. And the more that you look at and resolve and work on healing out the hells in your life, the more apt you're able to listen to the angels create your life. And Swedenborg also says that a person is not able to receive heaven if they're not ready for it. If they're still in a state that is not vibrationally or in the frequency is in a state of hell, if they are given that gift of heaven, it's going to be corrupted. It's going to be tainted. It's just going to be, it's a valuable treasure that's going to become spoiled in some way. So that's one way that the angels help you sculpt your daily life.
Excellent. How about if we take the next caller?
Excellent. Okay, we have Eric. Please be patient with us. Those in the chat room that have asked for
yes,
readings, and those
on
the switchboard.
I will ask them to speed it up.
Right.
But they've been really juicy questions, so
exactly.
We're going to do our best. Try to limit it down to one question if possible.
Yep. Be patient with us. Okay, area code 561. You are on the air with Brenda, Jen, and Scott.
And how are you?
You're welcome. Hello.
Hello, 561.
Area code 561. Hello.
Oh, sometimes they walk. If you muted it, make sure you unmute.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay. What we're going to do is we'll put 561 in the next line.
For next. Okay.
And so then take the next one. Is it where is
Nope, it's a chat room question, and it is coming from Sarah, 1342. They asked the question about I want to ask why I have so much anxiety in public speaking. I don't think it's shyness. Okay, so
Okay,
Sarah,
so much anxiety.
right.
So much anxiety.
So we're
Okay.
asking that you participate in
3
the
years
chat.
old, and 3 years old, you actually saw people looking at you. That was when you become very self-conscious and very much aware that the eyes of other people scare the F off. Oh my God! You can't
So that earlier when we said, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
It probably is this one.
Yeah.
Because I also got it was supposed to be that self-conscious of it, and 516 didn't pick up, and it went right back to it. So, spirits knew which one to say. So, to help with this, the public speaking is that you were always taught. Now, I don't know what level. This could be group conscious. This could be just genetics. It may not even be taught to you, just something you're picking up encoding-wise. But it's about, you're doing it wrong. I don't know if you've been used to being corrected, but it literally feels like you become very self-conscious because what if you say, what if you do? There's always some type of criticism, some type of way that it can be thrown up in your face. Now, I'm going to draw one card for this, and Scott will read it.
Number 3.
And
Wizard
by the
of
way,
Awareness.
they said yes, this is true, so Scott, take that.
Wizard of Awareness reversed. The Wizard of Awareness comes to you in this position to warn you that too much force behind a desire for a specific outcome robs you of a true and full experience.
Okay, one thing that happens here is that if part of your energy is stuck, like in this person's that's stuck at that age, then even when you physically try to move forward, you can't do it because even though you're putting your whole self in, your energy is still over there keeping things alive. And they're telling me that you need to heal by doing hope therapy. Go to L3D. The healing tools has been put up on the site. I know you've been listening. If you have any questions,
What's the code?
L3D. Go ahead and read a little more.
Step back, take your energy away from your situation.
That's
Focus
exactly
on
what.
gratitude
Yes.
for the ever-changing conditions of life. Yeah, you didn't let me finish that next
I'm
sentence.
sorry.
Okay.
I was told to hurry, so I'm going.
Okay, well maybe that's
That's all
part of
we
the
needed.
energy too, is
Yeah,
that
there you
they've
go.
been forced and pushed, and with the anxiety of go, it's your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
the
L3D. Go.
the cards that I got for this person, a rebirth needs to take place. So that's that healing.
So you're going to think and focus on fear, whining, wallowing, dread, bad memory, contemplation, and
in order for public speaking to become effortless and activated, this
Yep.
rebirth.
which
Wow.
means once that's gone and how you know it is dissolved and you can release that energy, it comes back. It's just going to become effortless and things will just line up and fall for you into the place of where you need to go. And then one day you're going, oh, I used to be afraid of this. How cool is that? I healed. Okay, remember to get it down to 0, pops back up, hold it again, L3D, and just get her gone, get her gone. You probably have, actually I feel like you probably could recall the memory that caused you to shut down. Okay, and when Jen gets done,
Shall we try 561 again?
yes.
Okay, so
Remember,
I hope
always
that makes sense. You
Yeah.
said thank you. Awesome. You have a code. You have the place to go for the healing tools. And thank you for your question. And let us know. Keep us updated and posted and all that good stuff.
Yes, blah,
On your
blah,
healing.
blah, click,
Keep
click,
us.
click. Sorry, they're really pushing.
Okay, they
you
said-
said speed it up, and they now are just
Okay, now
flowing.
I'm going too slow. Okay,
We can-
ready, go.
Too late.
Area code 561.
We're going to give you another shot. You there?
Hello.
Oh.
Our phone is working, right? The phone is
Oh yeah, it's working.
It hasn't-
Yep.
the
Okay,
juice is
561. We'll be back.
We're
with you.
keeping you in line.
We'll
Keeping
keep
you in
the queue.
keeping you in line.
In the
No,
queue.
we're not going to keep you in line. We're
That's
going to
your
just
job.
allow you to know that we haven't forgotten you. So,
Area code 619. Let's try that again. Area
Try it.
code 619. You're on the air.
hello.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. How can we help you?
I'd like to get a general message if I could.
You betcha.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, these are always fun. I feel a lot of butterflies, and I have no idea why. I feel like I'm floating to some degree, like I don't have any legs beyond my knees. There's a bashfulness in nature, which means that you're something that you disliked, but you know that you got to move forward into this. And other people's dreams deplete the hell out of you, but yet you still feel that you can help and you can do things, but yet people don't take your advice. Does this make sense so far?
Very much so. Very much
Okay.
so.
All right. So now I got to figure out why would they want to tell you that, and that is, as a kid at 3 years old, you just wanted to cry because you were tired of people telling you your crap at 3 years old. It's like 3 years old, you had to become a therapist, and you're like, no, I want to go play. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Okay, so if it feels like you've had somebody, it's like you had to raise your parents or you had to raise your siblings, and you're like, but where's my turn to play? What you got, Jen?
Okay, so you need to go on a vision quest, and that doesn't mean go off, isolate yourself in the middle of nowhere.
No, you don't need to do that.
Right. The modern day vision quest is about paying attention to your dreams. Pay attention to animals that come into your path. Pay attention to, what else did I say? I don't know, animals, bugs, insects, names, numbers, people, your dreams, whatever. That's a modern vision quest, because they're saying that because you didn't have this nurturing, there is a whole bunch of volatility underneath the surface that needs to be addressed.
Right, and you can find us on Facebook, Pinterest, and other places that could help you. I make memes of numbers and
Life
animals.
representation.
Yep, life representation, she does too, and so that we're trying to give a different definition to those that are on their quest, and that they want you to notice. I'm waiting for them to tell me, finish the sentence. Just give me a second. That, wow, I'm doing. Okay, I know you're there, but I just got disconnected from Spirit. And I'm not sure why.
I know, I'm hearing cricket, 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 elevator music.
Do you have a question? A specific, very, very specific question now.
No, I just want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, because I really feel like there's something there that was on your mind. Because what's interesting is they said that, okay, do you know how to dream the kind of dream you want? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, that's what they're doing. Because
so
as soon
when
as
I
I
said-
went to go to the future,
Or
I
I went
had
to-
nothing.
Even dreams in general.
Yes. Okay, so you've been pimped, which means other people have put their dream in your head and you're supposed to live it out. Now it's your turn to dream, and so that you can do this, but I really don't see a pathway. So all I'm going to tell you is to play, pretend. It's not written in stone. Just go and
Brainstorm.
brainstorm. Brainstorm is awesome. I don't care how good, how stupid, whatever, just vomit it out. Brainstorm and get it out of there. Because, like Jen, when I told her, we're doing videos. We are? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the hell they're going to look like. But I just threw stuff out. Let's go. And it is that maneuvering forward. And I didn't have an imagination as a child because my imagination was basically told to be shut down. And plus with my knowing that people are going to die, I didn't want any imagination.
Right, and my mom told me that these nightmares, and basically they were night terrors because I shoved these abilities down so much that they would come to life in my dreams. And so my mom would just say, well, that's your overactive imagination. I said, oh, imagination equals all this scary crap. Time to shut the off switch, turn it off. So there's different ways that we've been told to.
So, hope
Shut up
therapy
and don't
seems to
dream.
be a popular healing tool tonight, and they're saying, you know how you know you can't dream. That's what you're supposed to focus on, and you're going to be doing hope therapy. Your code is L2S, and it's about spinning out. The moment you start to think, well, maybe I can do this, and then all of a sudden it's like you can't remember what the heck you were just thinking about. Or all of a sudden you're excited and you feel familiar about something that oh, this is so cool, and then you go back to, and all of a sudden you can't. And so then there's this resentment that you have, which is very young, towards people that didn't allow you to, let's say you were a tofu kid, not to be cutting people off. Excuse me. Wow.
Are you allergic to tofu?
No, but it's all my system's shut down because, oh, what if I was doing something wrong? So there's a correction process I can fill and play. But anyways, you know, you're going to eat this because meat's bad for you. And yet you watch all the other kids eating meat and you are like, but I would like to try meat. And so there's a resentment that you would not really think that you have, but it does sit there because there's a part of you it's like, but I want to do this. So L2S will cover where you feel like you're indecisive, you feel like there's depression, or if you feel like there's an emotionally repressed emotion that you were told that you're not supposed to feel. all this stuff needs to come up. This is that Mount Vesuvius that she was referring to. And so your healing tool is L2S. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know where to go to? Do you know where to go for the tools?
No, I don't.
Jen.
That's www.mwreveal, as in Medicine Women Reveal, mwreveal.com. On the front page of our website, on the left-hand side, look at the menu, Healing Tools. Pop up! There's a whole bunch, not pop-up video, pop-up menu, and you'll see Hope Therapy in the menu, and that's what you go to.
And the thing is watch the video. Then when I tell you to hold L2S, L is in left wrist, in the second position, and put your thumb soft, finger in the middle of the palm, and then place your hand in your forehead and hairline, and allow yourself to know your past, how that you can't dream, and how you know you can't dream. Just listen to the gems, and just re-listen to the archives, because put everything on a scale from 0 to 10. Yours is a kind of a feeling that's almost like a non-feeling, because you've learned to repress something. And you just keep doing this until it gets down to 0 and white. It pops back up, you hold that spot again. But if you feel like there's something else, then call back in, or we are soul coaches. You make an appointment and we can help you. And usually we can get things done without you asking a lot of questions. If you just get into the feeling, you tell me this, and then you talk through it, and you can go real fast once you get the pattern down. Okay? So you understand what we want you to do?
I'm very grateful.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
All right,
Thank you.
and my prayers are with you, and you let us know, stay in touch, okay?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Well, I will thank you.
All right, thank you. All
We've
right.
got a Skype caller next.
Well, 563. Try it again.
One.
Try
That's
it
right.
again.
One
Yep.
more time.
One more time. 561.
Are you there?
You can just listen.
I don't know if your phone's not working. We did want to give you a reading, but, we'll keep trying.
Keep trying back. Okay. Now
Okay.
we'll go to this Skype caller. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, you're welcome. How can we help you?
I had a question around career. If you saw any changes coming.
Okay, see any changes around career. I know you're in the beginning of the journey because you're looking, I see you looking, they're showing me a picture of you looking going, oh, yes, that looks cool. Oh, I didn't even know I like that. That seems familiar. Well, that would be an adventure. So there is this, you're stepping and putting your toe in the water and thinking, this would be cool. So your intention and the energy is moving forward, but you have responsibilities and you may be codependent, or you may have a feeling that you can't do it. There's something there that causes you to stop you from moving forward. Does this make sense?
No.
Okay, I'll explain.
I made up my mind that I'm changing jobs.
Okay. Well, I have
my
to.
card makes sense.
All right, you go
Okay,
ahead.
because what I drew here, it's called a rock bottom, but it's reversed. And it says, surrender and accept the keys to freedom. Reversed, this card is the symbol for addiction in all forms, subtle or obvious.
Oh,
Doing the
I know
same
what that
thing
is.
over and over again, expecting different results, will never provide you with what you desire. At this moment, there is nowhere else to go, and you're facing the end of the road. If you fear change, be willing to change. Surrender your wants to a higher power, ask for truth, and allow humility to be your guiding force from within. You will always get what you need. You are only a victim of your own perceptions. Take heart, because you can't sink any further. The only way to go from here is up, and wondrous things await you.
Okay, now I understand the codependency thing. It's
Okay.
about right and wrong. In your mind, are you doing the right thing? Well, there's a part of you that says, I'm going to do it regardless. But there is this, do you have, wow, hold on. I feel like somebody's touching me on my right shoulder, and it feels like it's an obligation, or you have the world on your shoulder. Are you taking care of somebody, and it's kind of like a duty that you have to do this?
No.
Then I don't understand this. Jen, talk about this, because there's something coming through that's not making sense, but yet it makes sense. I'm going to find it. Go, Jen.
Okay. So I
What
got,
does this mean?
as far as life purpose, the first card that I got was crystals. So I picked a couple of crystals that may be able to help you. Orange calcite, which is a powerful amplifier and cleanser of energy. Simply having it in the room cleans negative energies from the environment and heightens your energy. It removes stagnant energy within the body. It cleans the aura. It's a spiritual stone linked to higher consciousness, opens up psychic abilities, helps the soul awaken and remember. And the other crystal that I got was the Aventurine card, which facilitates balancing and alignment of the intellectual, emotional, physical, and auric bodies. It is used at the heart chakra to activate and clear, to balance the male-female energies and to enhance creativity. And that card, this is from the Life Purpose deck, the Doreen Virtue Life Purpose. And the first card was about crystals. And then just taking leadership. They're saying perhaps as far as a vocation, anything to do with counseling and to do research on that. So there's many different avenues.
Okay, so now I understand a little bit more about what's going on. You're a strong woman, yes?
Yes.
You're an independent woman, yes?
Yes.
Okay, at 3 years old, or at 2 years old, they said that you made a switch that you had to stand up and be affirming, and that little part of your innocence had to grow up immediately. You no longer can be the beginner. You no longer can, be curious. You no longer can allow yourself to be innocent. So something happened to your innocence at age 2, which caused you to be this very dependent or codependent person to yourself. It's like you shut this 2-year-old down, and you've been a strong woman ever since. Does this make sense?
I don't remember to, but the rest of it does.
Okay, well, there was something that that's it. I'm asking the soul now, how does it show up in her everyday life? No, because it's like, I'm not saying there was any physical abuse, but I've got to give you an example. Something bad happened to me at age 7 that I couldn't deal with the self-talk, the obsession of how I had to rethink of what happened, what physically happened. And literally, I end up, when my mother was driving down the road, I literally just made a decision of taking it out and throwing it in the field. And I'm 7 years old. Well, I married and on my second child, and so that would make me about 30, 31, or 32, or 33, somewhere in there. And we went down the same road, and I looked off into the distance, and there was my energy rushing back to me, and it was like, holy crap! I forgot all about how I pushed it away. It's called a flee mode to some degree, because your brain doesn't know how to stop talking about it. It becomes obsessive, and you just want it to stop. So literally you can abandon parts of yourself. And that is what has happened, is that this little 2-year-old becomes very dependent on you, that personality, that structure, says I have to be strong and move forward. And, my partners here, they read, did you understand what they read to you?
I did.
Okay, and so there's this other part of you. I see you like 98% so strong, and then that 2% is saying, I need you to heal that inner part. And because it's that alarm, it says, you'll know me just briefly. I'll pop up and I'll be like, oh, I got butterflies in my stomach. But nope, quickly, that's gone. You can't have that.
It's the immediate need to overcome anything that throws you off or puts you in shock. It's like, nope, I don't get that option. I am strong.
Does that make sense?
Sort of.
Okay, and when just as you're moving forward,
File it away.
Put it on the shelf, and when it comes up, you'll know what we're talking about. And if it never comes up, great. But if it comes up, then let's heal it. Either way, you're going to still be safe and protected and move forward and be who you are. But they wanted you to at least be aware that when you have those butterflies, when you don't need them. It's when the self-esteem kicks in and you're like, I ain't going to do that either. You know, it's there, but it's those quiet moments. So they're saying call back in and then we can do some healing on that. All right,
Okay,
as far as the job goes, yeah, you move forward. You're already coming into line with it, and it won't be long. You'll have it. A couple weeks, you'll really
Okay, great.
hone in on what you want. All right, thank you, dear.
Okay. Take care
Go to
of
561 one more time.
Right, and we're back in zippity doo dah mode.
All right, 561, are you there?
Hello.
Okay, area code 561.
We'll keep checking back.
Okay.
We have a chat room question from Mountain Diva who wanted the romance deck, so it's a romance question. That's the focus.
Okay, so we're gonna focus on that person in the chat room and romance.
Okay, Mountain Diva, if you could type in, let us know if we're on
Okay,
track.
are you the type of person that gets love struck with movie stars, and you can't help but to want to haunt them? Stalk them.
There's a great movie all about Steve
Yeah, you'll love it.
with Sandra Bullock.
But they're saying that as far as the relationship, there's things that you need to reconcile with yourself. That this is who you are. There's like a part of you that doesn't want anybody else to know this part, and because you're keeping it hidden away.
I thought she did. Oops.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
She wanted. Anyway, okay, keep going.
All right. Well, what did she want?
I will go.
But anyways, this might be part of it. It is that she has to.
Heart's Desire card.
Okay. Well, what happens with the heart's desire is that again, you're going to be put off because you can't be your authentic full self.
Okay.
And they're saying you need to not be ashamed or afraid of all parts of you, because your heart's desire is to have all of you. And if you're stopping parts of yourself, then you can't have your heart's desire. If your heart's desire is for a job or relationship or anything, you can't give it all because there's a part of you that's stuck on, oh, I can't because I'm this type of a person. Okay, so I would then definitely tell you to heal, and that is R3D, because you're checking out. As soon as you start to dream or start doing what you want, you do a checkout. And you kind of forget what you're doing, you have sluggish memories, well, maybe I better suppress that, or somebody will come along and suppress it for you, or you feel depleted, and you're like, oh my God, it's like I have to be ashamed of this. No, you just need to embrace who that part is and move forward. Jen, what'd you get?
Okay, so this is an interesting combination of invocation, unfoldment, and veiled. So, when you were talking about, we were talking about the movie All About Steve, to some degree it's also about finding your peeps.
Yes.
If you've been told that, you know, if you're wearing those goofy red boots, well, you shouldn't be doing that because you're not going to fit in.
Right.
Well, keep wearing them and you're eventually going to find your peeps.
Right,
and so maybe it's
authentic.
invoking and reclaiming that part of yourself, and you may
Yes.
be the invoking, the awakening part of yourself in that heart's. What is your heart's desire? That may be what needs to be invoked, because right now you're in an unfoldment, the waiting room time period, and the future is veiled to some degree because this heart's desire does need to be invoked as it's unfolding, and then it won't be veiled anymore.
Right.
If that makes
So
sense.
you just need to realign yourself up with what you want. So use the golden lasso. You may want to do thought management so that you can kick people out of your head, because you are expected to find. Watch All About Steve. It's a great movie. You'll understand what we're referring to. And we really appreciate your question. And, the person in the chat room says, oh, yeah, it's a spiritual card. But, hey, I'll take romance. So it does both. Our reading helped you for both, because you really are on that quest to find that romance, of romancing your life the way you come in alignment. Because sometimes we romance stories, like I did a romantic part. I romanticized that my mother was an awesome mother when, yes, she had fears and never came to my school stuff. But I kept dreaming that she did.
Or when you are looking at a particular vocation, the romanticizing may see, well, you're only going to see the good parts of it, where some
Right.
people, may be interested. I had this one person who was interested in being a funeral director, but then they're like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to look at the dead bodies. Well, that's a really active part of being a funeral director.
Yeah, you may want to really answer that question.
Exactly, you might want to look at something else. Okay, hi, we are bad.
And it looks like Jen's in the same energy field of hurry, hurry, hurry.
Okay, zippity doo dah. We've got a half an hour and a full chat
All right.
room switchboard thing.
Let's go.
Okay, 937. You are on the air with Brenda, Jen, and Scott.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Hi. How can we help you?
I would like to know if I can get a reading on what you see for love.
Love, 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 love.
Exciting.
I love to be loved. No,
Up aboard. It's waiting for you.
I don't think she's going on a love boat. Maybe is she?
I don't know.
No, I don't feel like there's a cruise. I feel like it is a quest, but not a cruise. Let's look at this. You're a tonal person, so do you hear what people say a lot?
Or hear between the lines.
Are you able to hear between the lines?
Not quite sure.
Okay, a tonal person is that they use that kinesthetic. I'm a feeler, so I feel everything. Some people vision, they see things. And for you, the language may be, did you hear that? Oh yeah, that sounds great. You can understand whether or not it's in your language. But they're saying that it's like you listen for warning signs so that you won't get hurt. That usually
You're right.
Okay, and what happens is that those programs actually keep you and push love back because you're going towards love, but the warning signs come up and says, oh, they did it. So it's like a perfectionist always looking for the flaws and proving that they're right. Well, they can never have perfection or be happy because it always has to be wrong. We want you to actually correct that tonal part, which it doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it's interfering with, and I'll go back to the story that I've used to tell before. My husband and I, for 18 years, he's sitting there and he goes, man, you're always ornery, all the time. And so then I said, why don't you go in the other room and tap that out, because you can do a meridian tapping. So he's in there tapping away, my wife is ornery, even though, and I deeply love myself, my wife is ornery. Anyways, he's just saying that, and he put it on a scale from 0 to 10, and he gave it a color, and then finally he was done, and then he forgot about what he was working on, and I'm laughing at my computer. He turns and he goes, oh my God! Oh, Jen!
She's finally
Jen!
nice.
She's finally nice. And he comes running out and looks at Jen. Jen, look at Brenda's nice. And she's like looking at him like, are you nuts? Scott, meet Brenda. Brenda, meet Scott. And it's those lenses we build up. It is the thing we put up to protect ourselves, or the things that we need to heal that are in our way.
My ex-husband would say, that's not what I said.
Oh yeah, one time.
Oh my gosh.
She's cooked supper, and he asked one simple question about barbecue sauce.
Did you make the barbecue sauce?
Yeah.
And I flipped a lid because I had made everything else from scratch. Awesome. We were doing the P90X thing, recipes and all that good stuff. And they're very intricate. And so I just, what do you mean barbecue sauce? And he's like, dude, I just asked a simple question. I didn't mean I was just asking if there was barbecue sauce available, and not that whatever else that you thought that you think that you heard me say that I didn't.
But there's other programs that are running up inside of you that want the attention instead of the person that's in front of you. So this could actually stop you from having relationships. So what did you draw for her?
It's interesting. I got 2 different cards that are saying that things need to emerge.
Oh.
There's the actual emergence card, and also there's the breach card, which is coming up for air. And because there's a lack of movement and in the lack of communication. So there's blocks in her coming forward.
Okay.
And
are you an outgoing person or an introvert?
I'm outgoing to an extent.
Okay. So
I
here's.
go out, have fun, do whatever, have
Okay.
a blast, make fun of myself, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, if you put yourself out there, and you don't have to put yourself out there and be slutty or go put yourself out there and prostitute yourself as far as becoming less than and laugh when you're not supposed to, or, oh, maybe they'll like that. Don't be false. The thing is like Mark Zuckerberg. He put himself out there energy-wise. I want this. I'm going to do this. And he pushed forward, and he had great confidence. There was the Gangnam Dancer, the one that created the dance move. He knows what he's doing. He has passion and conviction. You constantly know this, that it looks so professional. But it's carrying yourself into that state of confidence and bringing it out and that self-esteem that you're putting yourself out there. And I hear that when you try to do that, you denigrate yourself first. You deplete yourself first. You think about all the shit that people might say to you, so you think what other people think first, and it literally stops you and broadcasts a signal that says, I'm not good enough, don't come over here. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they want you to heal all of what I just said so that you can begin to dream and put yourself out there and put that energy out there, and you will create the chemistry left and right. I used to never date, and then a guy asked me out, and then I ended up marrying him, and then I got divorced, and then it's like, you know what, I'm ready to date again. And so then God lined up 12 guys, not in a row, but lined them up, and they came out of the woodwork. I went to a car dealership to help my sister find a car. I picked up a man instead. I was working in Timbuktu, and all of a sudden this guy comes out of nowhere, and the next thing you know, he asked me out. There was chemistry that was happening, and I didn't have to do anything. But I found out what I was attracting and said, I don't want to attract that anymore. So I healed myself so I could attract the man that I'm with today, which is 100% different than any of those other guys that I had chosen. But your chemistry changes and draws people in, okay? But right now, you sit there and do these things to yourself before anybody else could do them, and it literally broadcasts to say, leave me alone. So R3D is the code. R is the right position, or right wrist, third position, and push in deep. Do you know about where to find the healing tools?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you know to go to mwreveal.com, healing tools on the left, look for Hope Therapy, R3D, and get in the color and number, and every time you degrade yourself, go and hold that point. Every time you're thinking, oh my God, those people think I'm ugly, go hold that point. Oh, I can't do that because people are just going to think, who in the hell does she think she is? Go hold that point. So I want you to heal, 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 and every time it pops up, get it down to 0 and to white, okay?
Fantastic.
And then
Thank you.
this will be, when she heals all of that stuff, what would it be for a romance? You will actually start giving relationships a chance in a whole nother way, in a more chemistry type of way, okay? So when you're ready, you just say, okay, use the golden lasso and say, I'm ready to date, and then they'll start coming, all right? All right, thank you. All right, keep in contact, all right?
I sure will. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, dear.
Okay, take care. Happy Halloween.
All
Okay,
right.
we've got area code 412. You're on the air.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Veronica.
Ah, love that name. My daughter's name's Veronica. How can I help you?
General reading.
You got it. You got it. You got it. There's a lot of pages that are flipping through your mind. I don't even know what that means. But the first impression is like you're fanning yourself, or the pages are, when you hold a book and you flip through it, it goes real fast. And it's something about the breeze. Does that make sense to you? No.
No, pages are flipping them over.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like your mind is going so fast. And it could be just that...
like the pages of a book flipping through really fast.
Yes.
Where you can hardly grasp onto the words.
Like a lot of thoughts and racing in my mind.
It could be a thoughts of racing, because the thing that I'm getting at is that you don't understand. So have you been bullied lately?
I kind of feel like it, yes. That's what I've been thinking about.
Right, and there's...
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said that this energy comes to you, and all of a sudden, it makes those thoughts race by real quick, and you're like, I got nothing. I'm looking for evidence, and why does even the hell this happening? I mean, it can't even go back to say it's happened then, and I got nothing. Or to process it, you're looking for a pathway to say, how do I process it? I got nothing. And you can feel, now this is what's funny, is they're saying you feel the breeze, you feel you know that there's a way to let this go, and you can feel this, and you're almost there. You can taste it, but it's just enough out of reach. And so, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. They said this is a particular pattern. Now, do you have any physical issues, like in the spleen, immune system issues?
No.
No. Okay. So does anybody, do you always feel attacked?
What do you mean attacked? Like verbally?
Yeah. It can be emotionally, verbally, even people just looking at you funny.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like, I don't know if people just isn't understanding, but yeah, it just feels like, yeah, like
Okay.
an attachment. Yeah.
All right. And where they want you to go, if you were just going to heal this, would be to go to Hope Therapy and do R2D, because it is about... sometimes, because they got all these things rushed into my head. Now I have to ask, is this even her stuff? No, you know what it feels like, but you also have watched it happen around you. Did you always stick up for somebody?
Did I what?
Ever stick up for somebody?
Yes, that's part of one of the things that I was picking up for someone in one situation. In another situation, I was just trying to be like the neutral person. That didn't work out for me.
Okay. And they're saying that that was a history for you, that you knew how to stand up for helping somebody, but this one's got you puzzled. And now I have to figure out, why does this make her puzzled? Does she need to heal something directly? Yes. We're going to go to R2D again, and you heal that. But there's something else. Jen, what is it that you pick up that I can...
Well, there's a different perspective that needs to be activated.
That's it.
After this purification process.
So
there's
after
a
you
whole
heal,
new perspective that will be activated after you've healed and purified.
Oh, that would make sense. So the way you're seeing it, the way that it's happening, you're actually done with a phase, and you're ready to move into the next phase. But you're not able to move to the next phase because you're scratching your head, going, "What just happened?" Because the old way actually doesn't even. It's not that it doesn't serve you. It's almost like it doesn't exist now. You know, like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. And that's what I feel is like, yeah. So if you just heal all the stuff that we talked about, put it on the scale of 0 to 10, and the knowing and the feeling of, all the stuff we discussed, and literally change that, then you'll be able to take and reclaim your energy, and so you can be open to a new direction. Because I really feel like all of a sudden, once that's down to 0 and white, you're going to go, ooh, I got this, and then the answer's just going to pop back up, or that instinct in who you are is just going to make it happen, and you will just literally do it something different. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so all I can tell you is listen to the archives so that you can get all the gems, heal what you need to, because you're ready to move out of that space and just go ahead and move forward. That's what I feel. Okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Stay blessed.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we've got a chat room question next.
Okay.
And the question is for this particular person with the chat. The message is, do you see a relationship coming into my life?
Now, I hear the denigration immediately. No! And I'm not saying that. I heard the denigration. There's that self-talk that's happening within you or with the environment of the people you're in. So, have you asked your friends this before and they're like, no? Or you ask yourself this and you hear, no. All I keep hearing is the word no.
So you need to consider the source?
Yes, I would say, yeah. Explain that.
Okay, especially if it's the friends. The first story that came to mind was with my high school friends after graduation, when I decided to, we would hang out, we would party, we would do this, that, the other thing. I was working, I wasn't going to school, and they would have all kinds of advice and whatever they thought that was good for me. And then when I actually decided, hey, I started looking at modeling, I started being interested in going to acting school, and my one friend, somebody that I considered a good friend, when I said, oh yeah, I'm really excited about doing this, they said, oh, you want to be an actress? When I was younger, I wanted to be a princess, but then I had to grow up and face facts. So it was like,
slap in the face.
Okay, I guess I won't ever be asking for your opinion again.
But when you first heard it, you couldn't help yourself, but what did I miss?
Yeah, what do they see that I don't see? Do I really, am I chasing after something I shouldn't be chasing? Because
what if they're right?
Exactly, they're a friend. They're somebody that but they had their own agenda, whatever it was.
Right. Well, I feel like they never wanted you to succeed. They're supposed to be the one to succeed, and they're supposed to say, "Oh, you're supposed to follow."
Right. They were.
Okay.
She was the leader of the pack. But anyway, so the whole idea is consider
Oh,
the
you
source.
just said it. The leader of the pack. So there was their pimp, they
Right.
dream in your head. Now, if you can participate with us, this is great, and kind of tell us whether or not we're on the right track. So now let's look at this idea of having a relationship coming to life, and that is, there's a part of you that's not supposed to get to know other people. I have to find out what this means. So what do you mean that this person is not supposed to find out how to get to know other people? You're supposed to withhold yourself. Oh, that makes sense. For a female, we have this energy about us that we could really turn it on. And there's either way, you know, like it can go too far or not far enough. But there's a part of us that said, you can't be passionate. That's too slutty. You can't wear that outfit. That's just wrong. It's like somebody's constantly saying that it's wrong. And it's like, you're not supposed to get to know people because, or you're like, let's say you are in a relationship, don't let them get too close, just in case it doesn't work. You know, I just feel like there's somebody's advice somewhere in there, so it causes you to stop having the passion and knowing that you can get together with somebody. So what I'm hearing is that you are looking for a different way to dream. Like I said, when I met the husband I'm married to now, I didn't know about comic books. I didn't know about sci-fi. I didn't know about laughter, games, joking, goofing around. You know, everything to before was serious and everything they wanted. This was a give and take in a relationship. This was, you know, just being there. And I had to create a whole new pathway to let him in. You know, I mean, I wanted it, but a part of me is like going, oh, I don't know. And so it's literally letting go of those specific hells. And you can do it because at that point I didn't have the specific tools I have now today. What else do you have?
Okay, so a rebirth needs to occur because right now there's an inability to invoke anything and this person is losing strength.
Oh, that's exactly what I just said then. It's learning to step up and try something different.
So they had a relationship, but it does not seem to be going anywhere.
All right, so let's take that and then go and say, this relationship's not going anywhere. Is it supposed to? No, because what love equals? Love equals...
Whatever they were conditioned to in childhood.
Yeah, that means you, not the other person. And it could be the other person as well, but we're looking at it from your point of view. So love could equal that the other person... That's interesting. Now, if I wish I could talk to them because I feel like they're supposed to be the aggressive. They're supposed to be the bully. They're supposed to be the one that has to constantly be in charge. They're the ones that always has to be aggressive.
The leader of the pack?
To some degree, they have to be the leader of the pack. So they always have to do all the extra work. So they draw people in that just say, oh, well, feed me. Oh, well. And the switch is learning to be reserved, not subservient, but to be just a little bit more reserved. Like me and my husband's energy have switched. I'm asking him to become a little bit more aggressive as far as in the area of what he wants, his needs. Coming and just pursuing me. No, aggressively. Well, it's like when...
I thought I was aggressive enough, but...
No, meaning...
The pursuing. This person wants to be pursued. Why do I have to do all the work? Why do I
Yeah,
have
I
to
used
go
to
and
always
chase
say,
it?
hey, I want sex, let's have it. Let's do this. I had to get you all hot and horny. I want something to happen to me, damn it.
Okay.
So, you know, he has to learn to discover me, and he had to learn to be more aggressive when we were almost splitting up.
TMI.
Okay, we did split up. But the point is that you...
That's not the TMI.
I don't care. But you came to me.
Split up, but anyway.
But you came to me and you pursued me to show me that, no, I do love you. I do want you. And it was like, who is this guy? Because the energy, it was not rape. It was the energy of, I love you. Let me show you. And, you know, and
There
pursuing.
the force of it was that I am
It
not
was
pursuing
gentle,
you
loving.
because you are desirable, and
Let
I
me
want.
show you, okay?
Yep.
And it was cradling, it's cuddling, and it's loving. It's like those end of the movies where he grabs her by the cheeks and then kisses
and
her.
the camera just spins around and around and
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
and
Well,
around
that
around.
kissing moment occurs, and
Yep.
so what I feel is that you would like some of that, to some degree, to sit back and just be adored and go, "Oh, you're so adorable," you know. Just you
Well,
want to
thank
be, you want to be pursued to some degree, and know that you're important and loved, and because it does make a difference when you are in a relationship. Okay, I hope that helps. Now, what we want to do is we want to tell you that we're starting Thursdays, which is this Thursday. We're going to do from 2 to 4 p.m. On Medicine Women Reveal. We're going to do
This is on Blog
interviews.
Talk?
Yes, on Blog
Yes,
Talk.
on Blog Talk.
So-
This channel tomorrow.
At 2 to 4 p.m.
2 to 4.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
And we're going to do interviews. Now, we have somebody that's coming up, and we want to be able to create enlightenment, bringing information. It's called FYI interviews, and it's bringing. We were taught to be sheep. We were taught to shut up. We were taught to, shoot to kill. Don't ask questions. Oh, that's evil. Don't learn. Don't think for yourself. Don't think out of the box. Oh, you know what? You thought of that? Oh, please don't. No, let me tell you. And then they give us lie about how bad it is. And we're finding people around this planet, like myself, that we're interesting. This stuff has existed a long time ago, and that we don't have to keep being taught that it's wrong. So we have this wonderful woman that's coming on. Her name is Jeanette Arnold, and she's going to be talking about what she does. She does healing. She does readings. She is a hedge witch.
Witch.
And we're going to ask her what these questions are. We're going to ask her. You can call in and ask questions. I'm curious. She talks about being a sentient. She talks about having that ascension. She's working with different lights. She's allowing herself to be a vessel.
What's it like to be in a coven?
Yeah. And the thing is, it's about time that because witches were doing what doctors say they can't be done. Wise women, when you saw a broom above, when you're walking in the when you're walking in the field and there was no roads, you looked, because you needed help, you would look, the sign that you could tell a wise woman was supposed to be there to help you was there was a broom above the door. And it was a signal that said, this is where I can go to get help because their door is open. And so you would go to these for counseling, for birthing, for sickness, for guidance, for relationships, for everything. And then these people would help you. And, elixirs and tinctures and things, whatever fancy name they give them now, they were being used. But there had to be a control factor, and we had the monotheism energy. And I'm not saying just because it's one God that it's wrong. I'm saying there is a great source. But when you want to covenant or you want to take it control as yourself, you're going to point fingers, destroy, and make other people around you think otherwise. Okay? If I wanted to ruin Scott's reputation because I see it as a threat that it could hurt me, then I'll ruin his reputation by telling you a bunch of lies. Or I'll believe that something he's done wrong and convince you too. And what we want to do with the FYI interviews is just start bringing diversity. Let's ask questions instead of condemn. Let's start respecting. Let's stop being sheep. Let's really think outside the box. And, some people really do think out the box, but yet, have we ever heard it before? When we can't conceive it, we have a tendency to think it's wrong. But somebody did. Somebody had a thought. So now it's curious. And so we're going to start to learn. There's a brand new channel. We'll talk about it in a second. There's a brand new channel. It's called Illuminati Network. And it's a TV and a radio station. But Illuminati is not the same. They're taking back that name, Illumination. And where the Illuminatis, where we're told that they were power hungry, they're evil, you should stay away from them. But we're reclaiming the names.
Yeah, these aren't those people.
Right. And like a witch, we're told to be bad. We're told that gypsies are bad. We're told that all these people are bad. But it came from what they called Illuminati people. But what it was is that energy came on the planet. It's winding down to an end. The norm is changing where the information and spirit is coming up. And so anyways, look for the stuff and we'll grow. So Jen, you wanted to comment.
There was a follow-up question from this person that we did the reading with.
Okay.
And they wanted to know if we see another person coming into their life.
Okay, if you don't heal and change the way the energy is by sending it out, what you're sending now, we explained it. If they chose to heal, they chose to tap, they chose to change it, will there be a person that comes into their life, coming into their life? Oh God, yes. When the card comes up as wedding, doesn't mean that you're going to have to get married, but it just means that yes, there is a strong bond coming your way, and it's up to you to decide how you want to nurture it. If you didn't take care of your issues, then you could make this relationship bomb. But if you take care of your issues and learn to grow, then you can actually create a relationship that comes healthier and stronger.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Makes sense to me, so...
Okay, now, for those on the
question.
video camera, you can't see it, but Jen is actually showing her witch and her
Now
cauldron.
you're really showing. I'm not showing anything. You're
I'm showing it.
Revealing.
Wow.
There it is, right on her chest.
What? Because my... Okay.
Yeah. Couple paw prints, the
Jeez.
black cauldron, well, it's white. And what is this, the symbol?
Okay.
The symbol is, look up here.
Witch.
My eyes are right here. I have a tattoo of a witch. Inside the cauldron is the Chinese symbol for witch, and there's little familiar paw prints.
Yes,
That's
and
my
because
tattoo.
she's familiar of her past life, just like I'm familiar with my medicine woman part of me. And we want to thank you.
You haven't seen some of my outfits that I've worn out clubbing, have you, Scott?
Oh
No, I
boy,
have
oh boy,
not.
oh boy. We have less than 2 minutes left, and we want to
boy.
thank you. Please join us tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. If you're on
And it's always the last 2 minutes
sepianc.com,
of the show.
please allow yourself to know that we are on Fridays from
minutes
5
is
to
all we need
7.
sometimes.
And we're going to have the same woman. If you miss it tomorrow, we'll have the same woman on that show
Yes,
as
and I
well.
put that information in the chat room, and thank you for all the listening and the support, the questions, the calls,
boy.
and ways that you participate.
Yes, sign up. I have a free meditation if you sign up to the newsletter. I'm creating my own newsletter, and it's on www.medicinewoman with the letter A in there. Medicine Woman 4, the number 4, the letter U. MedicineWomanForYou.com. I will have other stuff that I will putting up for Medicine Women Reveal, but right now I'm doing this little part. So we're doing a newsletter just for MedicineWomanForYou.com. And we, let's see. So you get a free meditation. It's about the cord switching. You know, you can watch the video and you can look at the instructions, but this is a meditation that guides you through and in-depth, allows you to process and do it. And you can listen to it over and over and over for many different things, for person, places, or things, the chords that you and connect with. Do we have an outro?
Yes,
All right.
we do.
See y'all.
See
Thank you.
y'all
Happy
later.
Happy Halloween!